Hi. Can you guys hear me? Hi. Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. Hey everyone. Hi. Great. I'm really great. Hey everyone. Hi. Okay, so now that we started, guys, let's get started with I guess, you know, the Q&A, considering that's what, well, since that's going to be the most what's the word I'm looking for? This is good. It's going to make up the most of the live stream, just the Q&A. So, let me just pull up the questions. Great. I'm really great. All right. So let's see here. Okay. So let's see. There's a repeat. So. Hey everyone. Hi. Eep. Okay. So let's see. Question time. Okay. Let's see here. Geez, this echo, so weird. Ugh. Not sure how to stop it, but all right, so let's yeah. See here. Okay. Okay, let's see. So let's see. Question time. Okay. But all right, so let's yeah. Okay. Let's see. So let's see. Question time. But um, let's see. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Sorry about that little technical difficulty, ladies and gentlemen. But now that I've muted the live stream, we can now begin with the questions. Yay! All right, so I'll just I guess I'll just read them in random order, considering that there's quite a few questions here. Okay, let's see. And also, oh, thank you, Ditto. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who's joined me here today for my live stream. So let's start with the Q&A. So let's see. Probably, yeah, I guess I'll do like one question for like each of the people who asked questions here because like there's like some people asked a lot of questions. Like for example, like Teddy has like 4 questions here, as well as Roman has 4 questions. But yeah, I'll just like read one from like each question that's on here. So the first one from Teddy. So Teddy's first question is, who would you say is your favorite to work with among your cast? Oh, ooh, let's see here. That's an interesting one. All right, so Um, my favorite to work with, I would definitely say it's between Pikachu um and Carnivine. And yeah, questions you can ask questions here too, Greninja. Just since I already have questions from people from like months and months ago, I'll answer their questions first and then I can go on to answering questions in the chat. But yeah, Teddy's first question is who would you say is your favorite to work with among your cast? So as I said, it's either between Pikachu and Carnivine. And yeah, even though Carnivine did get eliminated in the first episode of season 2, I just really like his personality, to be honest, because it's so fun to make that little like dumb voice that he has, and he's also quite, I guess, lovable too. He's basically a lovable oaf. Everyone thinks he's stupid, but he's also very like charming. And And with Pikachu, I just love how angsty and pessimistic he is. Every single time I do his voice, I sometimes I have to stop myself from laughing because I just can't with how like sarcastic and pessimistic he is. It's to the point where like I literally have to like stop myself recording for a few minutes because I'm just giggling with the fact that like he's so angsty and like it's almost hilarious. So yeah, so that to answer Teddy's first question, Carnivine and Pikachu are my favorite to like work with. And yeah, I would agree, Greninja. Pikachu totally is like Noah from TPI, but with like an extra added angst, but he's not a brainiac or a bookworm by any means. He's just like this because, well, he's just like that. All right, so next question, Super Bats. 118. Their question is, will the personalities be the same? I hope so. Okay, so they're asking about like if the personalities will be the same for my reboot, since I am doing a reboot slash remake of Total Pokemon Island Season 1. And I did make a video on that. It was on Butterfree and how she was gonna have a few changes to her. But for the most part, all the personalities for the characters will be the same except for like excuse me, for a select few, like I said, Butterfree, um, Gengar. I might do a video on Gengar. If you guys want me to, I'll do a video explaining a few character changes that'll happen to Gengar. But yeah, to answer Superbat's question, yeah, the personalities for all the characters in the reboot will pretty much stay the same. It's just that I'm changing elements in the story so that they read a lot well and they make more sense basically. Because if there's one thing I look back on my season 1 is that I was not very good with the writing, as most people start off. Your first attempt won't always be the best, but hey, that's not a bad thing because when you look back on those older episodes, you see how much you've improved. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I the whole reboot thing, that was just to basically announce it, but I probably won't upload any more of the reboot or remake as of now. I'll probably wait after season 2 is finished since I know that's a lot to juggle, but I'm also trying to like get the slides done ahead of time so that when it comes time to upload the reboots after the end of season 2, then I won't have to like have you guys wait so long. All right, so let's see. So yeah, so to answer Superbat's question, most of the personalities of the characters in the reboot will be the same. All right. Roman's TPI, his question is, who is your favorite character on musicals? TPS, mine is Cyndaquil. So from musical Meloetta's Total Pokemon Sensation. I also like Cyndaquil. I think Cyndaquil, not only is Cyndaquil my favorite Johto starter, but musical Cyndaquil in general I really like because she does something different with like, the shy introverted girl. I think musical's approach to that was pretty interesting in my opinion. Um if you guys haven't checked out musicals Meloetta's channel, I think she might have, if I'm not mistaken, she might have canceled the series, but for what she's got, it was pretty good. I would say she did a pretty good job with Cyndaquil and the twist with her and Riolu. Oh my god. No spoilers here, but that twist got to me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. What Ditto said. Yeah, oh god. Yeah. L I won't give too much away, but, like, something happens with Cyndaquil, but again, no spoilers here. Okay, so that was Roman's question, so now, Colonel the Blaziken. I saved his question here because I thought it was so funny. How to find the best 5 alive can of pears. Okay, so this may not be a question. Maybe I'm not sure if I asked him if he was serious. um, and he said yes, and I decided to include it on this list of questions that I have here because I don't know, it's weird, but it's also funny. I don't really know how to respond to this question. I mean, how would you guys respond to this? How to find the best 5 alive can of pears? I mean, pears are a living thing, but I wouldn't necessarily call them alive. Let's see. Mm, well, yeah, I guess that's true. I guess since it's pretty much canceled, I guess spoilers really won't matter for like the future episodes. But I guess if people actually want to watch up until the point where it got canceled. So let's see here. So yeah, so that was Colonel the Blaziken's question. An interesting question, but let's move on to musical Meloetta. She's also asked a question. Does anyone help you out? What an interesting question. But yeah, I do get a little help from time to time when I ask for it since it's a really time-consuming process, as many TPI makers here know. It's not an easy process that is easy to do in 1, 2, 3. It takes time because you have to come up with what happens in the episode, who gets eliminated, what kind of challenge you want to do, and like what important character development you want to include. It's a lot of steps. But yeah, I do get help sometimes. I sometimes ask Musical herself or Teddy Garman, I sometimes ask them for help on something, and they usually provide me with like feedback, and we basically help each other out, basically, because that's all. That's basically all the TPI community is supposed to be. Is about helping one another out and collaborating because that's what just makes it more fun and enjoyable. All right, so that was musicals question. So let's move on to ooh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is from my friend Amy's ASMR. So my best friend Amy, I've known her since middle school. She has her own YouTube channel as well, an ASMR channel, and she's asking, "Who's your favorite Pokemon from your show?" All right, so this may sound a little bit similar to Teddy's question, but my favorite Pokemon from my show so far, I would say let's see. Well, Kricketune, honestly, that's probably an obvious answer for most people, considering that Kricketune is a pretty popular character, and I can see why. She is not your typical like shy girl. She definitely has some like interesting traits that set her apart from all the other shy character archetypes. And I'm so yeah, I would say Kricketune is my favorite Pokemon on my show because I just really enjoy her character as much as I enjoy Pikachu and Carnivines. Right. Gamer. A gamer moment right there. All right, so let's see. I think the rest of these questions, really a lot of these questions that got asked to me were from mostly from Teddy and Roman. So I'll try to get through these um as efficiently as I can. All right. So, Teddy's second question. Within your reboot, would you retain the established elimination order or slightly alter it? Now, that is a very interesting question because that was also another thing I had issues with my season 1 is that some eliminations either felt rushed, some of them didn't make sense, or overall, if they did make sense, I I did a poor job of explaining why they got eliminated. And sometimes I would even use a total drama cliche every now and then, but without knowing, of course, until now that I realize it's too similar to total drama, basically. But yeah, I in the reboot, I am altering the elimination order. Um, but as you guys saw, if you watched my uh the first episode of the reboot for season 1. If you haven't, well, go check it out because no spoilers here. But then again, not really spoilers because the first elimination, I really didn't change much. It's still the same person that gets eliminated. It's just under different circumstances. If you were doing a reboot of any of the seasons, you would still keep the elimination order. Oh well, yeah. I guess that depends on the person whether they feel the elimination order was fine to begin with. But personally for me, I felt like um no, I felt I couldn't do keep the same elimination order with mine because in the original with Meowth and Carnivine being eliminated and then they just come back in episode 4 or something, I was thinking back to it and I'm like I thought there could be a much better way of incorporating um that into the scenario. So I just decided for this reboot that yeah, Carnivine and Meowth, they're not going to be the next eliminated contestant. So uh I guess slight spoilers for the next episodes, but not really because the next episodes in the reboot aren't going to be elimination based. So no, Spinneret came in after episode 3. Oh no, episode 3 was the fear challenge. The new contestants didn't come in yet. They came in around episode 4. So let's see. So yeah, that was Teddy's second question. So yes, the elimination order will be slightly altered. So let's see. All right. So the second question from Roman's TPI: do you think there are too many TPIs these days? Excellent question from Roman. Honestly, I think there should be more TPI makers these days. There should be more TPI because I honestly think people should just post their TPIs. It's it's a really good and fun experience because you kind of get a taste of what producing your own show is, and to be honest, I would say TPI has slightly inspired me to become an animator, not only because I think the animation career would be perfect for me, but because I feel like if I do acquire the skills to become a professional animator, I would love to make animated scenes of my TPI or just total Pokemon show in general and post them to you guys because as you may know, the sprites are a bit limited when it comes to facial expressions. They pretty much have the same facial expression throughout the entire episode. So I think it would be nice if I could show them actually expressing emotion through animation. So yeah, I personally think there are not enough TPIs these days. I think there should be more because I think people should be encouraged to try something new and to experiment with this show because that's just all it is. It's just about having fun and experimenting. See. All right. So, well, let's see. Oh, okay. So, all right. So, let's see. Greninja has a question. I guess let's see. Let's see. Let's answer this one. Do you think modern TPIers get outclassed by old TPIs? Hmm. That's an interesting question. So let me see. Outclassed? Well, I wouldn't say outclassed. I feel like that's not the right word I would use. I would say th- the more modern TPIers just have somewhat of an understanding of what a TPI is supposed to be like because they see a TPI, so they're like, oh, so this is what a TPI is. But then they soon discover their sort of style with the characters and the script writing and stuff. Um, they basically uh hmm, they start to develop the skills necessary to make TPIs, but I mean, obviously you got to think about that old TPIs, they used an older version of PowerPoint, so they might have not had the same effects and, options that modern TPI makers have. So it's all about what type of PowerPoint software they use or presentation. Some people don't use a PowerPoint as their slide presentation. Some people use I think it's called, I don't know, it's like um an Apple presentation thing, but I don't know what it's called. Um but yeah. Oh, do you think you meant old TPIs are better than the new ones? Oh, okay. I was wondering if you were trying to ask that. Let's see. So do I think old TPIs are better than the new ones? Well, that's up to one's own opinion. I remember watching Nicky Nor too. I'm pretty sure everyone who was, growing up in the early 2000s, like 2007, I believe, or something like that, or maybe even later than that, when they first saw Nicky Nor too, and posting Total Pokemon. Pretty sure he was an inspiration for a lot of people. Sorry, for a lot of people. But as you may know, in his most recent uploads, well, not recent uploads, but in, after a few years after making TPIs, he sort of had a very unattractive attitude change, and I was just completely appalled. But to be honest, I don't think the old TPIs are better than the new ones or vice versa. I think both of them have their own unique style and charm, and as I mentioned before, because well, depending on the types of programs they use to create the TPIs, they can have a different impact on the quality and stuff. So I feel like they're both equal. It just depends on how you see it. So let's see. All right. So thank you for the question, Greninja. So let's move on to Teddy's third question. Oh, the attitude change didn't bother you that much? I mean, yeah. I remember talking with someone else about it. I think it was Teddy, and Teddy had much stronger opinions about it than I did. I personally found it quite distasteful, but I mean, what can you do? It's Nikki's Nora's choice if he wants to, act that way. I can't stop him, but whatever. He's no longer posting anymore. At least I don't think so. Attitude? Well, if you watch one of his like anniversary, like he did like TPI anniversary, like he would post a video like whenever, another year went by in his TPI channel. I don't know, he didn't come off as supportive. He tried to talk down new TPI makers by saying something like, I don't know, something about not wanting to see newer TPIs or something like that. I don't exactly remember, but I watched the entirety of the video and I had a completely different view on him. But again, if you want to see for Yeah, yeah, he said something along those lines. I don't remember his exact words, but he was trying to talk down new TPI makers into not posting TPIs, and I'm like, that's not that's not his call to make. But anyway, whatever. We're not gonna. This isn't about spilling tea about any TPI makers or anything. This is about questions. All right. So the third question from Teddy is, what is your favorite Pokemon aside from Zoomerl? Um, let's see. So I have this is quite a list. This probably feels like it should be like in my top five favorite Pokemon videos, but since this is a question, I might as well answer it. So aside from Azumarill, I love water types. No surprise there. Um, but specifically, I so far I've fallen in love with all the water type starters from all the generations, with the exception of Totodile. Now, any Totodile lovers out there, no offense to you guys, I think Totodile is really cute, especially in the anime. Ash's Totodile is kind of cute with him hopping around and stuff. But Cyndaquil definitely spoke to me a lot more, which is strange because I normally don't pick fire types if for starter Pokemon. So Cyndaquil is the first ever fire type starter that I chose in my Pokemon Gold and Soul Silver playthroughs. But I've always loved all the water type starters. Squirtle, Mudkip, Piplup. Oh my god, Piplup is my favorite by far. Piplup. If I had to pick a favorite water type starter, it would be Piplup. Um, but yeah, I like Oshawott, um, Froakie, Poplio. Yeah, I like all the water type starters. I do like Totodile, but as I said, I prefer Cyndaquil over Totodile any day. Oops. Oops, sorry about that. My microphone got unplugged. Whoops. All right, let's get back to it. So let's see. So yeah, I like all the water type starters, and I love Roserade. I most of my childhood in the early 2000s to like 2007 is when Pokemon Pearl was like coming out, and I was so excited because I already loved Pokemon because I loved watching the anime. But when I heard about Pokemon Pearl coming out, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, I was so excited and I fell in love with it playing as a kid. And maybe this is my own bias, but I personally love Generation 4. It's still in my top
favorite generations. I know some people found it a little bit slow and boring, mainly because the mechanics seem slow, like the health bars. Have you guys seen how slow those health bars go down? Maybe that's why a lot of people didn't like it, but it really didn't bother me that much, and I still found it quite entertaining. But yeah, my favorite generation for Pokemon would definitely be Rose Raid. So yeah, favorite Pokemon aside from Azumarill are the water type starters, with the exception of Totodile, Rose Raid, um, Empoleon. Empoleon is a very important one. If I had to like make a team of like my favorite Pokemon, it would be like Azumarill, Rose Raid, Staraptor, uh, Empoleon, Lexray, and Rapidash. I mean, that was the Generation 4 team that I think I played with at one point. I played with those 6 Pokemon and I fell in love with all of them. All right, so let's see. Platinum got outclassed. Well, that's up to anyone's interpretation. I've never played Platinum, but I had one of my sister's friends who played Pokemon, and she had Platinum, and I thought it was pretty cool. She let me play her game file in like the distortion world, and I thought it was pretty cool. But I didn't get to do like a full playthrough of Platinum yet. All right, so the third question from Roman's TPI is, are you pumped for Sarcastic's new season? Okay, so this, you can tell how long I've been saving these questions, guys, because I'm not sure how long Sarcastic Slowking's new season has been out. I don't know how many episodes he's in right now, but I haven't caught up with any of them. But at the time, I was pretty pumped. I was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. Sarcastic's coming out with a new series. Good for him. I'm so excited. But yeah, I would say I'm pretty pumped for Sarcastic's new season. I have to catch up with so many like TPIs nowadays. It's not even funny. It's like, it's not that I don't find them entertaining, because I do, because I honestly love seeing all the other TPI makers work, because they put so much time and effort into it. But I just haven't got the time to just look at them. But I probably should, because I would like to see Sarcastic Slowking's like improvements as the years went by, because I started watching his first ever season, which was pretty interesting. It got me hooked. And also the Abandoned series from, I think it's like 231 MI, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I saw his like pilot, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty interesting. But yeah, I am pumped for Sarcastic's new season, even though I haven't caught up with it yet. Start with mine, it doesn't exist. Oh, I'm sure it exists somewhere in the vast open space of nothingness. All right, so let's move on to Teddy's last and final question. Maybe who among the competitors of both seasons do you believe didn't execute very well? Okay, so basically, which, in looking at both seasons of my Total Pokemon, which competitors didn't do a very good job with? Well, for one, I would like to start off by saying Butterfree. Hands down, Butterfree. I don't know what went through my mind, but I look back at it now and I'm like, I don't like the way I made Butterfree in that season. I just don't, which is probably the main reason why I wanted to do a reboot in the first place. One, because I felt like I need to see how much I've improved from the very beginning. And two, I really need to do something about Butterfree, because I can't look back on it. It's so cringeworthy to me. Teddy, you joined. Yay, hello. We just got through most of your questions. We're on the last one. Oh, yeah, but without Butterfree, we don't Electabuzz either. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you a funny story about Electabuzz and how they came to be. But back to the question. But yeah, Butterfree is definitely up there in terms of characters I did not execute well. Gengar would be a close second. again, I did not really think where Gengar's character as a villain would go, and I just ended up making him psychotic or like crazy and diabolical, which is what I'm not intending for the reboot. I'm He's still going to be a villain, but Gengar is not going to be like cuckoo for cocoa puffs. Basically, he's not going to try and kill people. That's for sure. Um, but let's see. Any other characters I didn't execute well? From both seasons, uh, there are a couple, but I can't pinpoint exactly. Maybe from season two, Duat's well, quote unquote elimination, because he didn't get eliminated. He basically quit. I probably could have done a better job of that. He kind of did have a somewhat valid reason for quitting, but then again, the way I explained it was probably not that well executed. Execute, yes. Execute. We love puns in this chat. uh, but yeah, those would be my answers for Teddy's questions. I feel like Butterfree and Gengar were definitely characters I could have done better with, and probably a few characters eliminations in season two for sure. All right, so this is last question from Roman's TPI. So, what got you into TPI? Well, we just discussed this a little bit earlier, but I'll discuss it again. Everyone pretty much knows Nicky Nor too, and we've all explained what went wrong, what went on with him and stuff. But he was the one that inspired me. I found it so funny. I remember after school, I would come home and watch him on YouTube, and I would just get so much joy out of it. And he basically got me into TPI. But then I watched this other TPI maker. They don't exist anymore because their channel got deleted, and then they made a new channel, but then that one got taken down too. It was the Lonely Spirit Tomb. I don't know if you guys remember that TPI channel, but the Lonely Spirit Tomb. I I really liked his show, and I was upset and saddened to see that it all got taken down and it was completely gone. And I'm like, no, he was really good. And then he uploaded another TPI series, but it was under a different channel name. Instead of the Lonely Spirit Tomb, it was the Lonely Fiona. And and I knew it was the same person because he had the same kind of voice. It was a little bit deeper, but I could still recognize the voice. And he had a pretty good series. Like his new series was pretty darn good, but it also got taken down. So I would say the Lonely Spirit Tomb is what got me to posting TPI episodes and to make them, whereas Nicky Nor was the one who introduced me to TPI and basically the one who got me into it. Yeah, yeah, Teddy knows who I'm talking about. Yeah, he was good. His TPI was good. Oh my God. I loved the interaction between Skitty and Baniri. Oh my God. I loved their cat fights so much. It was it was funny. I remember there was this one part in the series where like Baniri literally took out a knife because Skitty was trying to flirt with Magby or something, and I was like, "Whoa, Baniri, you're going a little bit too fast there, girl. I don't think jail is worth, um, stopping Skitty from hooking with your man. Like, calm down, please." Oh man. I really, it's a shame what happened with the Lonely Spirit Tomb / Lonely Fiona. They were honestly really good. They had so much potential, but I guess for whatever reason, they made their choice in taking it down. But I mean, what can you do? All right, so guys, now it's time to open up the floor for questions for the chat room since I've basically gone through all the questions that I've been saving up for months now. So, who wants to go first? Anyone in the chat have any questions they want to ask me? Hmm. Yellow and Angaroo Shell. I've never heard of him. Is his TPI channel good? Oh, your first question was asked earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, there we go. Found it. Okay, so Ditto268, he asks, what made Azumarill your all-time favorite Pokemon and mascot of your channel? Okay, excellent question, Ditto. Okay. Um, so why Azumarill? Why out of all the 800 something Pokemon did I choose an Azumarill to represent me as a mascot? Well, if I remember correctly, in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, I think my first time actually seeing an Azumarill, um, or Azumarill, as I've been told by some people. I mean, I've always called it Azumarill, but apparently the official pronunciation is Azumarill. But you know what they say, tomato, tomato. But Azumarill, I think my first time seeing Azumarill in the anime was the Diamond and Pearl series was when Paul was using an Azumarill against Rourke. But like, I don't know either if Paul sucked really badly or Rourke was just super OP with his Onyx because he literally had a freaking water type and he still let Azumarill get knocked out. Sorry if I'm sounding a bit salty right now, but that's still, to this day, I'm still very triggered by that fact that Azumarill would easily knock out an Onyx if it was like an actual Pokemon game. Like, there is no way an Azumarill would lose against an Onyx. Yeah, and then when Paul released Azumarill because it was weak, I'm like, excuse me, like, excuse me, but like last time I checked, a Pokemon is only as bad as their trainers. So like, check yourself before you wreck yourself, Paul. But yeah, that was my first introduction to Azumarill, and I really liked Azumarill's design for like the most part. And then when I found out like in Generation 6 when the fairy type was introduced that Azumarill was a fairy type, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I don't know, for whatever reason I was actually a big fan of the fairy type when it was first introduced. I know a lot of people had differing opinions that they didn't like the fairy type. Personally, I thought it was pretty good. I was like, wow, Pokemon is doing new stuff. I think that's cool. Hooray for fairy types. Oh, a Geodude. For some reason, I was thinking Onyx, but that's even worse. A freaking Geodude. How is it that a stage one evolution is able to beat a fully evolved Pokemon? Like, excuse me, Paul, what are you doing, you imbecile? Oh, if a Pokemon was weak as its trainer, we wouldn't have Pokemon like Sunkern. Oh God, Sunkern. Yeah. I really don't understand where the thought process for that Pokemon was. I'm just like, I feel so bad for it. I feel so bad for Sunkern and Sunflora because I feel like they could actually be really useful, but their stats are just very poor, in my opinion. Oh, pathetic. Yeah, Paul's favorite catchphrase. Ugh, jeez. Personally, I think Paul was a good rival, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was just nostalgia, but I felt like Gary was my personal favorite rival of Ash. I don't know. I I don't really know. If you guys want me to like answer like how I feel about most of Ash's rivals throughout the entire like Pokemon anime series, I mean, go right ahead, ask me because I have differing opinions on each of them. But yeah, that's basically why I chose Azumarill as my mascot, Ditto. I thought its design was pretty cool when I first saw it in the Diamond and Pearl anime, and then I grew to love it more. All right, so here's a question from Aiden. What's your hopes for the next Pokemon game, the main series? So like Generation 8? Um, Well, I for me, I would I would say I'm excited for Generation 8 because honestly, I'm kind of curious to see where they're going to go with after, the whole Alola region because ever since with Generation 5, it seems like Nintendo slash Game Freak is trying to move into like different like countries now because like Univa, United States of America, and then Kalos was France, and then we got Alola, which is obviously Hawaii. So I'm wondering where are they going to take Pokemon next? So I'm really excited for that. Um, uh, as for remakes and stuff like that, honestly, to be completely honest with you, I actually want Generation 4 remakes before Generation 8. I know. Call me crazy, call me I don't know, call me whatever, but personally, I think it's been a good decade ever since the Generation 4 games came out. So I really want to see what they're going to do with the Generation 4 remake, what differences they're going to put into the game. How is the story going to be the same or different? How are they going to make the gym leaders? How are they going to give them new designs like they did with the Hoenn remake? Yeah, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think a Gen 4 remake should be made before Gen 8? Hmm. So it seems like most of the general consensus here is that like a lot of people want Gen 4 before the Gen 4 remakes before Gen 8. All right, so let's see. Oh wait, I think Ditto said something here in the chat. Also, another example is Zumaro being treated poorly in anime was during Black and White, when it was with Croconaw, Octillery, and Ducklet, and all four of them were banned. Oh my God. Now that you bring that up, now I remember that episode, Ditto. Thank you for bringing that episode up because I completely forgot about that episode, which isn't surprising because I know a lot of fans did not receive the Black and White series was not really well received, mainly because Ash was just really dumb in that series. And also, I think it also had to do with the fact that no one really liked his companions. Like, some people thought Silent was boring and other people couldn't stand Iris. But I mean, I thought they were okay. They weren't any Brock and Misty or like May and Dawn. They were okay, honestly. I thought Silent and Iris were okay, but now that I remember that episode, I feel now my heart goes out to that poor Azumarill. Oh God, I feel so bad for all those Pokemon that got abandoned. Oh my God, those trainers should feel awful. Screw Cyrus. Iris was Bay. Oh my God. Oh God, let's not turn this into a shipping war, okay, guys? We've already been through that. We've already done that. We don't need to establish who Ash is going to hook up with because I highly doubt he will. Even though he did get kissed by Serena, but then again, I mean, who knows? I did like Black and White. I wasn't one of the people that was like, oh, screw Black and White. It's awful. I was like, it's okay. I mean, it's not, compared to the Diamond and Pearl series, it was okay. It did some things better. Like, obviously, the animation quality was definitely improving. However, I don't know. I feel like what they did with Ash and lowering his IQ, I don't think it helped him in any way. Yeah, yeah. Ash is way too dead. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gotten better in the Sun and Moon series, but then again, the Sun and Moon series in the animation style is definitely unique. I will give it that. He has negative zero IQ. So let's see. You don't personally care for the black and white anime, but you can see why people dislike it. Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with you there, Teddy. I didn't think black and white was super amazing. It was good. Um, oh yeah, I agree with you, Teddy. Ash was at his best in Kalos, definitely. He definitely improved his after black and white. He definitely stepped up his game in the Kalos region. Pikachu losing to a star. Okay, yeah, that argument that people were having is like, oh, Zekrom or something like, or was it Zekrom or was it another electric legendary that took away Pikachu's powers, electric powers? But yeah, I don't know. Some people were saying like Pikachu couldn't use any electric moves, so but how? But Pikachu's strength didn't weaken, so I don't know. Yeah, okay, so it was Zekrom. For some reason, I was thinking Thunderous, but I don't know why. But yeah, Zekrom took away Pikachu's electricity, so basically Pikachu was useless. All I could use was Quick Attack and Iron Tail, level 99. That's the whole level thing. They never really state it in the anime, or at least I don't think so. But like, it would make sense though if the anime played like the actual games. Pikachu would definitely be at least level 100. So like, so yeah, there's that. So, um, yeah, yeah, levels don't really matter in the anime. Yeah, that was never really explained. That's the thing. In the anime, they never really explain stuff like EVs, stats, levels. Like those don't matter. Like all they talk about in the anime is the moves and the abilities and then stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, Ash's Pikachu definitely was strong. So like, yeah. So Teddy's I'm wondering, how do trainers teach their Pokemon's TMs in the anime? Do they just shove them down its throats? Because I'm clueless. That's also another thing they don't explain. Where the hell do Pokemon learn moves such as TMs? Like, okay, guys, tell me if I'm not the only one who thinks this is weird. How was it that in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Dawn's Baniri, when she was trying to catch a wild Baniri, it had the move Ice Beam. Baniri does not normally learn that move. That had to have been a trainer's Baniri who gave it Ice Beam. Am I the only one who thinks that? Let's see. Oh, Casper Lover says, I'm the only one that noticed. Am I the only one that notices that in every generation they focus on one main Pokemon and the rest get left to the side? Here are the one Charizard, Kanto, and Johto, Sceptile, and Hoenn. Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, that has noticed that. I mean, they brought back Charizard. I think it was like in like X and Y, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Pikachu does have very low defenses. Yeah, I guess that's true. But now that I think about it more, it was they probably just gave Baniri Ice Beam because Dawn was going to be a contestant and not really a Pokemon trainer. So they obviously had to give Baniri some type of move that would basically would look pretty during the contest performance. Now that I think about it, no Mega Charge. Yeah, did Ash ever use Mega Evolution, or did he just constantly rely on the like the Ash Greninja thing? Oh yeah, then Don got mammal swine. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, because that's what I was thinking is like, okay, there's no way they would give Ash a Mega Evolution, and on top of that, give him Ash Greninja. It's like that's making him too OP in my honestly. So Okay, so Ash never, so it's confirmed for me at least. Ash never used a Mega Evolution. He just relied on Greninja. Yeah, actually, yeah, Greninja. Yeah, you have Ash Greninja as your profile pic, so it's no surprise you like Ash Greninja, which is completely fine. I think Ash Greninja is a pretty interesting design, although I wonder why they call it Ash Greninja. Is it because I guess Ash's Greninja has a close bond with it? Because Ash sucks booty. Oh God. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if actually I don't know. I mean, I have only used regular Greninja. I've never actually used Ash Greninja because like I I I was using Greninja way before Ash Greninja was a thing. But I do notice a lot of people when Ash Greninja first came out, people were like using it so much that it got banned in battle spots, and I was just like, well, okay then. What battle bond Greninja form is better? Let's see. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess both Greninjas would be good. I mean, Ash Greninja obviously has boosted stats. It's basically a pseudo mega evolution in a way, but I personally never used Ash Greninja. I've only used regular Greninja. Yeah, yeah. So like yeah, the whole Ash Greninja thing is like a double-edged sword in the anime. It's like Ash can basically feel Greninja's pain, so if Greninja takes too much damage, Ash is also putting himself in danger. Ash Azumarill. Ash Azumarill. Oh my gosh, stop. Ash Azumarill. I can't. Oh god. I can't even imagine what that would look like. Oh man. Bouncy Azum. Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. Jeez. Just give Azumarill Ash's clothes? Yes. Yes. Just give him his cap, give him his shirt, give him his shoes, and we'll have ourselves an Ash Azumarill. 10 out of 10 would buy. All right, let's see. Oh, another question from Ditto. Okay, have you seen the recent episodes of the Sun and Moon anime where Ash and Mallow take care of Pokemon like Poipole and Shaman? No, I have not, because that's also another thing. I have to catch up with the Sun and Moon anime. I think it was like last year that I was watching it, and then I think after that I stopped watching it for whatever reason because like I guess they took a break, and then I didn't see any more episodes uploading, and then I was busy with other anime. But no, I haven't seen those recent episodes because that's the one thing I was curious about. How are they going to display the Ultra Beasts and like, all the Tapus? Because that's what I was most curious about. And like, where is Ash going to go for his like island trials and stuff, because like I know in the beginning of the Sun and Moon anime, they're basically spending most of their time in the Pokemon school with Professor Kukui, right? Oh, you don't like the Sun and Moon anime, Greninja? Oh, well, I mean, to each their own. I think the Sun and Moon anime, I don't know. I think it's definitely different, but I'm willing to give it a chance because so far I think it hasn't disappointed me because I think the animation style is unique and different, which I applaud that they're trying something new, even though some people don't like it. I personally don't mind the animation style, but I'm curious to see where they're going to go with all the Ultra Beasts and Lusamine and like Guzma. I don't know how you pronounce it. Guzma. I think it's Guzma. I'm curious to see how they're going to represent those characters in the show. Ash, do your homework. So Aiden says you heard the theory that the unusually strong Blaze Infernape had is like the incomplete form of Battle Bond transformation. Really? Is that what people are saying? Hmm. You know that that would be interesting if that theory were to come true because that was also one if that was one of the most memorable things of the Diamond and Pearl series was Chimchar and its development and how it went from like being an abused Pokemon by Paul, but then went onto Ash's side, and then basically Ash was able to bring out Infernape's true potential. Oh, he's all finished all the grand trials. Oh, well, okay then. Then I definitely should get back into it because I think, yeah, I think what's made the Sun and Moon anime interesting for me is how they portrayed the Tapu so far. Like Tapu Lele, when I first saw it, I thought it was all cute, but then Tapu Lele went all savage, and it was like yeet. It was like beating the hell out of Ash's Pokemon, and I'm like, it's like, oh, I didn't know Tapu Lele was a savage. Jesus, oh God. But yeah, and also like when Ash got his Lycanroc Dusk form, that was interesting. So yeah, so yeah, I should definitely get back into Sun and Moon anime because it's pretty darn good so far. Oh, you gotta go already? Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much, Aiden, for stopping by. Take care. Really? They wait, evil Lusamine? Wait, hold on. So you're telling me that that Lusamine so that okay, what? So they defeated Lusamine before the Ultra Beast even appeared. What? Okay, so that's one thing that they did different from the game. Because if I remember correctly, Lusamine was evil. I mean, she showed hints of signs that she was evil when you first encountered Nihiligo for the first time. But then she became truly evil when she basically kidnapped Nebby and stuff. Oh, you gotta go too? Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by. All right, I guess it's time for me to ask you guys questions since I've been basically ranting and rambling for like at least an hour now. But like, what is your favorite Pokemon mystery dungeon games, and what's your least favorite one? I've only played one and one only, so that's why I'm asking you guys these questions. But because I've only played Pokemon Explorers of Sky, and that game has so many emotional feels I cannot even. But anyways, you tell me, guys, if since you guys may probably play more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon than me. So you like Super Mystery Dungeon, Teddy? I heard, um, I heard good things about that one. Yours is Explorers of Sky, Ditto. Yeah, that one is definitely. Well, I can't say it's my favorite because I haven't played any of the others, but from what I've seen of the other Mystery Dungeon games, it's pretty interesting. But I'm not sure if anything can top the ending for Explorers of Sky because, like, ugh, that ending, man, it's just it hits you so hard. Red and Blue Rescue Team. Oh, the first ever Mystery Dungeon games. Oh, I see. Explorers of Time and Darkness. Oh, interesting. I've seen the cover of that one, but I haven't played it. So, guys, trying to think of other questions to ask you guys. Um, hmm. If you guys have any other questions you want to ask me, feel free to like type it in the chat. But let me see if I can come up with another question. Let's see. Hmm. Munchlax. hmm. Oh, okay, okay. Um, who? Oh, wait. Oh, before I ask the question, let's see. Teddy says some people dislike Gates to Infinity, but I actually feel that the story is pretty good. Not as good as Super Mystery Dungeon, but it was different. Hmm. Yeah, I definitely heard some things about some negativities about Gates to Infinity. But I mean, I haven't played. I've only seen little bits and pieces of playthroughs on that one, but I've never actually like gone through the whole story. But let's see. Okay, so now I remember. Okay, so who is your favorite gym leader, guys? I'm talking about from any region, any gym leader, just anyone. Like out of all the gym leaders that exist currently, or I guess trial captains, because I mean, in Generation 7, there was no such thing as gym leaders, just trial captains. But who is your favorite gym leader slash trial captain of all time? Oh, the main reason like Gates to Infinity is your least favorite Ditto is because not every single Pokemon is in the game? Really? Crasher Wake. Okay, so Teddy's favorite gym leader is Crasher Wake. Understandable, yes. His personality in the anime was pretty interesting. So I can see why you'd like Crasher Wake, Teddy. Anyone else want to share their favorite gym leader? Oh, yikes. It's already been an hour. Jeez, where does the time go? So let's see. Ooh, okay. Right, here's another question for you guys. Whitney. Hmm. That's interesting, Greninja. Interesting. You let your favorite gym leader is Whitney. That's interesting. Because normally when I hear people talk about Whitney, it's usually not that she's their favorite. I think everyone in this chat knows what I mean. That milk tank. It is the essence of nightmares. Oh, the Azuro line. Oh, that's nice. Oh, well, well, that's nice. That's good to know. I do remember that the Azuro line is in the Explorers of Sky because I know like there's a part in the game where like the Azumarill or the Marill and Azurill brothers like they were in danger because the Drowsy was being a creep. Oh God. You like so that's why you like okay, so you like Whitney because of her memes, not because you actually she's a pretty well designed gym leader or you think she has a cool personality. You just like for her for the memes. Okay. I see you, Greninja. I see you. Okay, so I guess since I've asked the question on what your favorite gym leader is or who your favorite gym leader is, my favorite is let's see. Oh, that's tough. My favorite gym leader is hmm. Okay. So design wise, I really, really like Valerie. I know. Out of all the gym leaders, why Valerie? I don't know. There was something about Valerie that I thought was interesting. I like her design. I thought it was a pretty fashion. I mean, obviously she's a fashion model, so obviously her outfit is very fashionable. I know some people don't like her creepy doll eyes, but they don't really bother me too much. But I don't know. I do like Valerie's design from Kalos, the fairy type gym leader. She's my favorite design, but in terms of how she plays or like how she plays in the game, she only has what, three Pokemon: a Mawile, a Sylveon, and a Mr. Mime. That's not really a lot. I mean, they could have given her more fairy type Pokemon. Oh, you like Skyla and Valerie, Greninja. Interesting. Skyla's okay. That Altaria though, it definitely caught some people off guard with Earthquake. Tell me, chat. Like, tell me that an Altaria having Earthquake is not the most what the f moment in the world. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, so I said Valerie was my favorite design wise. Personality wise, hmm. Oh wait. Oh, Winona. Oh yeah. For some reason I was like, oh, it was okay. So yeah, thank you for correcting me, dude. I was like, because forgive me, forgive. Yeah, Winona had the altar. Yeah, yeah. Skyla. Oh yeah, Skyla had Swanna as her ace Pokemon. Of all things, she had a Swanna. I don't know. I think Swanna's a pretty cool Pokemon design. I just wish it could be better because it has a really good design, honestly. For like, because like, I mean, I like swans. I don't know. I like all sorts of like. I like birds. Birds are my favorite animal. I like all animals, but I like birds a lot. So it's funny because like I mean the flying type isn't in my top favorite Pokemon types, but I like birds in real life. Yeah, Swana's not too bad. It's a pretty if you know how to use Swana correctly, it can be a pretty good Pokemon. And it's just that it takes a lot of like you need to like set up and stuff and like gotta make sure Swana doesn't get knocked out by like a thunderbolt or something. But yeah, so yeah, so let's get back to I guess who my favorite gym leader was personality wise. Um ooh, that's a tough one. It's between Fantina from Sinnoh and hmm, okay, so let's see. Fantina and hmm. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Just Fantina. I think Fantina is my favorite gym leader in terms of personality because I love how she was supposed to depict a very eccentric French woman, and it's I really liked her in the anime. She was just so funny. It's like especially when she was going up against Ash and she lost to Pokemon when she would yell out no and like that very like over the dramatic like facial expression. I thought it was really funny. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I do remember that in Platinum that you don't have to wait to like when the first time you get to Heart Home City, you don't have to wait to actually battle Fantina. Like the moment you actually go to Heart Home City, you can actually battle her. I do remember that from the Platinum games that you don't have to wait like for or like three other gym leaders just to battle Fantina, and you can literally battle her right away when you get to there. The anime, actually, that's a good question, Castform Lover. Because someone had asked, well, sent me a question like that. What got me into TPI? And basically, I said that Nikki Noor 2 was the one who got me into TPI, but the Lonely Spirit Tomb and the Lonely Fiona were definitely the ones who inspired me to upload and post TPI um, episodes. So, yeah. Some people get stuck on her puzzle in Diamond and Pearl. All you need to do is math. It's not that hard. It's just numbers. Oh God, I did people really say that? Were people saying that her puzzle was hard? What even? Even I could solve that puzzle because I was playing that when I was 7 years old. Like, no offense, I know some people really are bad at math, but it's simple math, guys. Oh God, to be honest, I think I think Candace's puzzle was way harder than Fantina's. That's only because ice puzzles are just difficult in general. Clement's puzzle. Oh, Clement's puzzle. Oh yeah, his was like a quiz show, and like Bonnie was asking you questions. I liked Clement's. I did like Clement's puzzle. Yeah, I think out of all the Kalos gym leader puzzles, Clement's was definitely my favorite. Least favorite, okay, I know I said Valerie was my favorite gym leader, but I think her design, her puzzle was a little bit too similar to Sabrina's with the whole teleporting thing. Even though it was a little bit different because her gym was supposed to be a dollhouse, which is kind of creepy, but also strange and also interesting. But yeah, I would say Valerie's gym puzzle is my least favorite. Oh, you personally know some people who told you that they got stuck on the puzzle? Oh wow. Okay, so they definitely need to learn their arithmetic. You guys know what that is? Arithmetic. Basically, if you don't know what arithmetic is, it's what in the olden times people used to call math. Math was called arithmetic back then. The fun fact. Bouncy, you have not seen how hard ice puzzles are until you've played Insurgents. The ice puzzles in that game are too big for their own good. I've heard of Pokemon Insurgents, and it's like it looks fun. I've never played those. Like the only fan game Pokemon game I've played, like ones that people have modded or like customed or like they altered it somehow, is Pokemon Ash Gray. You, Teddy knows what arithmetic is. Points for Teddy for knowing what arithmetic is because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure not a lot of people. I'm pretty sure the word arithmetic is pretty much dead. Everyone just calls it math now. No one calls it arithmetic. I mean, unless you're really old fashioned, but I mean, you do you, honey. All right, Cast One Lover asks, are there any other TPIs you watch other than Nikki Nor 2? Well, at the moment, I've 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 watched Teddy's Total Pokemon series, his Total Pokemon Survivor series. I sometimes watch 231MI's Abandoned series. Um, I watched musicals TPS before she canceled it. But yeah, those are probably the other TPIs I've watched. Oh, and I watch a couple of Sarcastic Slow Kings too. And I also watched um, Ditto's episodes too, especially the ones where like I think I voiced a few lines for him because my character showed up in his series at one point, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Greninja Arc. Okay, so he says you should ask us what characters from our shows we should improve on. Oh, okay. Interesting. Hmm. I was an intern. Okay. I for some reason I thought I was a guest, but okay, I guess I was an intern. But okay, so to answer your question, or to so Greninja says characters from your shows that you should improve on. Well, I guess I'll ask that. What characters? I'll ask you guys this. What characters in your show do you think you could have done a better job executing them? Teddy says Servine. Okay, so his Servine from TP from his Total Pokemon Survivor, just so that we're clear here, and Drapion. Oh, you wouldn't change too much for your characters, Ditto? Hmm. Well, yeah, I guess if you don't see anything wrong with your characters, if you think they're fine the way they are, that's good. That means that well, you probably won't need to change them too much. What is your favorite and least favorite character from your show from either TPI or TPA? This is from Castform Lover. Okay. Okay, so my favorite, so I said this earlier, but like in terms of my favorite, in terms of like working with them, I like working with Pikachu and Carnivine because I just love their basically I loved their personalities. I just love basically putting on the voices for them for Pikachu and Carnivine. Cricketune is also up there too because I just love her character in general, which is pretty obvious since almost everyone likes Cricketune. As for least favorites, I don't really say I can't really say I have a least favorite. I like all my characters. I love them with all my heart. But in terms of like their character and how I executed them, definitely a couple of them. Spinnerack, Furrets, Elekid. Okay, so here's the funny thing. Basically, all the male characters that were introduced in season 1, episode 4. You guys remember that when 6 new contestants were brought in? 3 guys, 3 girls. Elekid, Spinnerack, and Furret were probably the least interesting characters in as one of the newcomers and the most bland. And now that I remember, I was gonna tell you guys something about something with Electabuzz. Okay, so you guys ready? Because I'm about to give you all sorts of tea right now. I'm about to spill all sorts of tea on Electabuzz. All right, are you guys ready for this? Okay, here goes. So basically, when back then when I used to do question of the days at the end of each episode in season 1 on my TPI, I asked people what they thought of Elekid in terms of his character development, and a lot of people were answering that they really didn't like Elekid. That they gave most of them gave him like a 4 or something. A lot of people found Elekid to be bland. All right, and so I thought, okay, Elekid is bland. How can I make him interesting? Okay, I'll just happen to have him suddenly fall in love and have a crush on Butterfree, the most hated character on the show, and Electivire's archie nemesis. And it was obviously to cause drama, and there was drama, and stuff happened. So yeah, if any of you are wondering why in the heck did I decide to have Elekid hook up with Butterfree, that's probably my main reason is because I needed an excuse to make Elekid a lot interesting. So I thought, why not have him have a crush on the person everyone hates on the show? Okay, so Bouncy. Okay, so this is a question from Teddy. So Bouncy, I have a question. Do you have Smash Ultimate yet? Because if you don't and get in the future, you're probably not going to like going up against King K Rule. For some reason, I want to say King K Cruel for some reason. Um, So I don't have Smash Ultimate yet. I probably will. I'll probably buy it for myself because since it's my birthday, I feel like I can buy stuff. So good job on me for that. But I'm not going to end up liking King K. Cruel. Well, that's up for debate. I don't know. I Here's the thing: in fighting games, I really don't like grapplers. I've never liked grapplers because it's the whole mind games with them. It's like, because here's the thing: if you guys don't play much fighting games, basically, how can I explain grapplers in a few sentences? Grapplers are simply mind games. They're meant to intimidate you and make you make mistakes because you don't want them to get in your proximity. Because if they're too close to you, obviously they can literally chuck you into the wall and then you die. And I'm not sure how King K. Rule plays, but I know he has like armor and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see, Teddy. We'll see. Once I get Smash Ultimate, I'll let you know how I feel about King K. Rule. But who knows? Maybe he can't beat my Kirby and my Pikachu. Who knows? Because if you guys are curious, I main Pikachu and Kirby equally on Smash. Okay, so we have another question. Okay, Castform Lover asks, how did you shape your couples like Pachirisu and Duwat? Okay, that's an interesting question right there. So, okay, so Pachirisu and Duat. So I knew from the very beginning I wanted Pachirisu and Duat to hook up in some sort of way, but they were gonna be like that sort of cute, awkward, shy couple. It's like Pachirisu thought Duat was cute, and Duat, when he was just a Oshawott, thought she was cute. And I thought it would be interesting if the two of them hooked up together. And I thought, okay, this probably hasn't been done on a total in the total drama series where like a boyfriend and girlfriend go up against one another. I know in TPI's Nikki Nora actually did that. I think it was Pupitar versus Quilava, but they weren't really a couple. They were just more like crushes. They both had Cinda or Quilava had a crush on Pupitar, if I'm not mistaken. And so I wouldn't say they were couples. They were more like I don't know. They were crushes, but Pachirisu and Duat, I knew that from the very beginning. I wanted the both of them to have a thing for one another, and I thought it would be super cool if it was like a boyfriend versus girlfriend thing in the finale. So there were a lot of factors that played into it. I wanted to have a meaningful connection between the two finalists, and I thought Pachirisu and Duat were the perfect couple to do it. Speaking of Duo and Pachirisu, I'm still disappointed that those two got the early boon season two. Yeah, yeah. I personally can agree with you there. I can see why it's disappointing, but I personally thought they probably had a lot going for them, probably, but I personally thought nah, Duat and Pachirisu in they already went through their stuff in season one. I felt like season two is definitely going to be a different ball game, especially with episode 7 coming up, because the whole rescuing Buizel thing that's going to bring a lot of new changes. And by changes, I mean that's going to give you guys a new perspective on most of the characters. Buizel specifically. Once you hear Buizel's backstory, you guys are going to have a possibly a different view on him, or you're going to see him in a different light, basically. All right, so let's see. Are there any? Just scrolling through these questions, making sure I didn't skip anyone on accident. Oh, Ditto uses King Dedede. Interesting. Sarcastic Slowking. Hello, happy. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome to my happy birthday bash live stream. What are words? I cannot speak today. Thanks, Greninja. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you love my season. King K. Rules nickname the king of being a cheap bastard. Good one, Teddy. Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. All Stars, total Pokemon. I cannot speak today. Total Drama All Stars did do that. Mike and Mal and Zoe. Yeah, boyfriend versus girl. Okay, so so I guess I might have had some influence from All Stars, but I'm not sure if I I don't remember exactly if Total Drama was still going on as I was making Total Pokemon. I don't remember. Probably, but I don't remember. But yeah, All Stars, yeah. So maybe All Stars influenced my finale for with Pachirisu and Dua. Who knows? Roman, you're here, buddy. Hey. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we got some two questions, two interesting questions. Okay, so first, Roman, what is your fave character from Ride? My fave character, um, Minen. I like Minen. Is it Minen or was it Plusle the one who was overly angsty and it was definitely one of them. Plusle and what either Plusle or Minen would say are my favorite characters from yours, Roman. Oh, it's no problem. Don't worry. It's okay. I mean, we're probably gonna go for probably another hour or so. I'm still not sure yet, but like, don't worry. I mean, the live stream isn't gonna be ending like well, it's not going to be ending right now. I mean, it's going to end soon, but not right now. So you showed up at a pretty good time. All right. Sarcastic, you're asking collab in the future? Ooh, okay. I wouldn't mind a collab. Just like reach out to me if you do want to collab, though. If you have Discord, that's probably the best way to reach me, and then we can, we can think of something. Like I don't know if you want to like if I want to, feature you like your mascot in my show, or if you want to feature my mascot on your show, I'm down with anything. Just hit me up on Discord, and then we can think of something. The Total Drama series is pretty much canceled. Oh, that sucks. I really was hoping that they would bring something else. And it was Minen, Roman? Okay, so yeah, Minen is my favorite because I just love that moment where Minen just completely loses their mind. I love it. Slow King wants to collab. So yeah. Hey, yeah, Slow King, yes. Just hit me up on Discord, dude, and then we'll think of something. We'll think of something for a cool collab. Sure, well, I'll collab with you, Greninja. Just I don't know, just again, hit me up on Discord and then we'll chat it. Whatever you want to do for a collab, let's do it. All right, so here's a question from Roman. Why are you always so happy? Ooh, okay, okay. Okay, so this is a good question right here. Why is Bouncy so happy? Why is he so optimistic? Is he always this happy? How is it that he's so happy? Okay. So this is a long story, but I'll try to keep it short, all right? And yes, you do have me on Discord, Greninja. So reach out to me, buddy, if you do want to collab. But anyway, why am I so happy? So to answer Roman's question on why I'm so happy, I've always been that sort of child, even just as a kid. I was just always happy. Some could just say, oh, I was just a naive child, just all skipping along with my little joyful happiness and whatnot. But I know I grew up and my happiness, my kindness, it never went away. I always thought to myself, treat others the way you want to be treated. So I was always polite, kind, and just very happy towards everyone because I was like, everyone just wants a friend, so I'll just be their friend. And and yeah, the reason why I'm so happy it's because I want to be able to show people that even in the face of not danger, even in the face of sorrow, even in the face of a lot of pain and agony, I just want you to let you guys know that I will be there to make you feel good, to make you feel warm inside because I love seeing other people happy. Seeing you happy makes me happy. So that's my answer for Roman's question. Why am I so happy? Because I feel like there's too much negativity in this world. I feel like people need to start being more positive. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I'm so happy. That's that's the reason why I'm always so happy. So now you know my secret. All right, so Ditto's asking, a lot of people say that All Stars is the worst total drama season, but what did you think of it? All Stars is the worst season. Okay, okay. Hmm. I know a lot of people didn't like All Stars. Um, I I didn't mind it. I personally did not mind it once at all. I felt what made it interesting for me was I guess, ooh, excuse me, the introduction of Mal. I felt like with if there wasn't any Mal, I felt like the show would have not done too well because there was a lack of antagonists. Even though there was a heroes versus villains thing, I felt like they did a poor job executing certain villains and certain heroes. You know what I mean? Yeah, actually here Teddy says personally I think Pakatu Island was the worst. I I I would kind of have to agree with Teddy there. I think out of all of them, Pakatu Island was definitely not up to par with the other total drama series. I think they could have done a lot better with Pakatu Island, even though Amy and Sammy were my favorite characters because I love the whole twin thing. I felt they could have done better. And don't even get me started on Sugar. Oh God, please no! I never want to see Sugar in another season of Total Drama ever again. Please no! I just can't. I'm sorry if you like Sugar, that's fine, but no, I personally can't stand Sugar. Just like don't bring Sugar back ever. She is not a good character. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Castform is asking, what was your favorite show from your childhood? I think you mean to say what were my favorite shows, Castform lover. I have a whole list. I know, Ditto. Sugar made it into the final three in Pocket 2, and I was like, why? Why did this character have to make it to the final three? Just why? Anyway, sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, you'll be back, Teddy? Okay, well, good luck with the recording the schedule video. Okay, sorry about that, Castform lover. So, my favorite shows. I have a bunch. God, if you guys don't, if there's one thing you guys need to know about me, I was a Cartoon Network boy. I grew up on Cartoon Network. Sure, I watched a little bit of Nickelodeon and Nick Jr., and sometimes I'd watch Disney, but Cartoon Network was where it was at, guys. I'm not even kidding. Like, it had Courage the Cowardly Dog, Codename Kids Next Door, Ed and Eddie, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Chowder, Flapjack, Totally Spies, The Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo. It's like, guys, like those were my shows growing up. Those shows really made my childhood. It's like I cannot thank Cartoon Network for providing me with a good childhood. And even though they're not doing as well as, and they don't have as many good shows as they used to back then, the one good thing about them is Steven Universe. So that's the only thing that's keeping me from not throwing Cartoon Network into the dumpster is Steven Universe. So yeah, to answer your question, Castform lover, those would be my those would be my darn it. I forgot the question. Those would be my favorite shows from my childhood. All the most of like the 90s, early 2000s like um shows such as like, you know, Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, Totally Spies, Codename Kids Next Door, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like if you guys who didn't who didn't have the privilege to watch those shows in like the early 2000s, please look them up because maybe this is just a biased opinion, but they have so much depth to them and I would say they're better. They're miles better than Teen Titans Go. I think Teen Titans was funny. Teen Titans Go was funny in the beginning, but then it started to get redundant and then I lost interest. But I'm telling you, go back and go onto YouTube, type up those old cartoons like Ed and Eddie. You can find Ed and Eddie on YouTube, guys. And I'm telling you, that show is funny. I'm telling you. It is comedy gold, in my opinion. Okay, so Sarcastic has asked the question. You got a favorite character from Island Strikes Back? Sorry, Sarcastic. I've been really behind on so many TPIs lately, so I apologize. I'm trying to get through your first season that you made on your show, and it's like I have to catch up with so many shows on Total Pokemon. It's like it's not even a joke. There are so many. I am lost in the sea of Total Pokemon episodes. Right, so let's see. Any other questions? Okay. Have you ever seen any other anime other than Pokemon? Also, have you ever seen the Ancient Magus Bride by Castform Letter? Lover, I cannot speak today. All right, so to answer your question, Castform Lover, yes, I see other anime other than Pokemon, but I have not seen Ancient Magus Bride. Um, so, um, so I guess it's about the time to tell you guys um, other anime I watch. So, any of you are familiar with a magical girl anime series called Pretty Cure? Tell me, yes or no? Because that is the anime that truly shaped me as a person. It, I, teen, Teen Titans. I cannot. Sorry, I was looking at some. I was looking at someone's like comment on like Teen Titans, and for some reason I said Teen Titans, but sorry, I meant to say Pretty Cure. Um, Pretty Cure is a magical girl anime series that's been around since 2004, and it 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 may seem girly. It may seem like it's not meant for 20-year-old guys like me, but I honestly don't care because that show, it is so pure. It is so pure, and it teaches kids so many good morals that a lot of parents don't realize that their children need, like such as hope, friendship, dreams, and how important they are. That dreams aren't just something childish. Dreams are something that you want to make a reality because you know you have the mindset to basically make your dreams come true. But yeah, that's but that aside from Pokemon Castform Lover, I watched Pretty Cure, and if you haven't, and if you think you might like the Magical Girl series, please watch it because that series has given me all the strength in life to move on. Okay, so let's see. Any other questions? Just gotta make sure. And look at it now, it's garbage. Steven Universe is interesting, and the whole Pearl thing with Pearl was interesting. Don't forget Teen Titans was really good, as well as Ben 10. Oh my gosh, yes, I loved Ben 10. Yes, Ben 10. Oh, okay, so here's Roman's question. Do you have a favorite from my world tour? Here's the thing, it's like I'm trying to remember who's 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 on whose season because I know some people can have the same characters. Like for example, Teddy has a Cricketune in his TPI series, and so do I. The only difference is that one of them is a male, one of them is a female Cricketune. But I don't, I but I don't remember. Roman, can you remind me who's on your TPI World Tour? Because again, I apologize, everyone. I probably should be keeping up with your guys's TPI content. I feel so bad because like you guys probably try to like binge watch my shows or my show and then you try to like catch up with it. I feel so bad I'm not doing the same thing, but like I am completely swamped with so many TPIs that I lose count, honestly. He is preaching. Oh, you're so sweet, Greninja. Oh, you. But I don't know. I just feel really bad because like you guys already do so much for me by watching my channels. I should also reciprocate the same amount of, a love for your channels because you guys, honestly, you guys work just as hard as I do to like create amazing total Pokemon content. So I really should be more mindful of like catching up with your guys' series. Nico, Ni. Who goes to sleep? Oh, oh, Super Show. Hello, welcome. Have you seen Stardust Live? Come on, Dragon Rampa, the World of Hope. No, I have not seen that. Although I heard some people were talking about it, but that's the thing. I've never watched Danganronpa or Dagon before. I haven't seen the anime or played the games. But from what I heard, it's basically about this black and white demonic bear that basically is getting people to kill one another, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. We love you, silly rabbit. Oh, thanks, Roman. That's so sweet of you. Do ooh, oh, geez, my nose is itchy. Pardon me, everyone. Well, as I just scratch my uh I don't know what's the scientific name for it. My nose. That's dark. Yes, Castform lover. Yes, Dagon Rampa is not for the weak of heart. Um, it is definitely a very dark anime slash game. What was that sound? Oh, that was probably me. Sorry. I have my microphone here and I'm trying my best not to give you guys heart attacks because I feel this microphone picks up everything. And if I were to drop it, you guys would probably hate me forever. Your ears would be bleeding. My nose, okay. Well, okay. I may not have fingers. Don't finger shame me, okay? I can still scratch my nose with my little nubby hand. Uh, oh no, you had a vomit. Oh my, Are you better, Roman? I heard there's like a flu or something going around, so I hope you're feeling better. Welcome back, Teddy. How'd it go? Oh, that's so sweet, you Roman. Oh, you guys will never hate me. Oh, that's so sweet of you guys. You guys really mean a lot to me. I hope you guys know that. Like, I really love spending my time with you guys here, and you guys really, it's like, you're more than just friends. You guys are part of the Bouncy crew. You guys are like family, only on the inside. What are you trying to say, Roman? And I'm glad your recording went pretty good, Teddy. That's good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see what your schedule is going to be. Although I do think you told me, but then again, I may have forgotten. My bad. Oh, of course, Roman. You can be co-captain of the SS Bouncy cruise ship. Hmm. So, guys, any more questions you guys want to ask me? Or do you guys just want to, chat about anything in particular? It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be total Pokemon related. What do you think is sarcastic, Azumarill? Oh, Let's see. That's the thing. It's like I'm trying to remember like what like I'm trying to remember if like when did I see an Azumarill on Sarcastics? Because again, Greninja, I really have to catch up with all you guys' TPI shows because there are so much. Right now, I'm only since I don't know. I almost feel really bad, but like I'll catch up with. I promise I'll catch up with all of your series. Okay, I just have to sit down and find the time. But school has been so hectic that you guys cannot believe it. I literally have to type like almost like 500 words. Is insane because I literally had to turn in a 5-page paper the other day, and I'm just like, please let it stop. Oh, Super Show, you're going to make a Danganronpa DPI? Ooh, let me know. Let me know when that's up and running. I've never really seen a Danganronpa TPI, but I'm curious to see yours. And Teddy wants to be a pirate. Of course, Teddy, you 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 can be the pirate. You can have an eye patch and a chat and everything. Not before Pirate Dragalge takes the spotlight as captain. F school, as Teddy would say. Oh yes, Teddy's infamous catchphrase. How could I forget? But yeah, I'll try my dang darningly best, guys, to try to catch up with your shows. Although I can't really make any promises, considering, as I've said, school has kept me so busy these past few months. It's insane. Bouncy, what's high school like? I'm going next year. Oh, um, oh wow. Oh, actually, wow. Really, high school? Oh my gosh, Good Ninja. Oh my gosh. I don't that man, time goes by so fast. I literally remember how when we first talked, it's like, what grade were you in when we first spoke? I forget. But high school is not bad. Just be yourself. That's all the advice I can give you, Greenwich. Just be yourself. Don't stress too much about classes. Study and you'll be fine. It's just like be yourself. Don't let anyone make you into someone you're not just because they think it's not cool or it's like, oh, we don't do this sort of thing. It's like, no, you tell them that I'm myself and I'm not going to change just because you tell me to. So you do you, Greninja. Don't let anyone tell you who to be. You be yourself. Oh, oh, Roman, how risque. You have a date with your girlfriend. Ooh la la. And oh, do I have a girlfriend, Greninja? Oh wait. Are you asking Roman or me? I'm confused. Musical. Oh, I've said too much. Oh wait, what kind of software do you? Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I need to catch up the comments. I mean, chat. Oh, okay. Okay. So what kind of? Okay. So Greninja. Oh, you were in sixth grade. Man, that was so long ago. Man, I cannot believe it's been so long since we talked. Anyway, Super Show, you're asking what kind of software do you make your videos with? So I use for this making the slideshow. I use Microsoft PowerPoint, the most recent one. I edit them in um I edit them in Adobe Premiere, an editing software, and I use Audacity to record the lines. Bye, Roman. Bye. Bye, Roman. Take care. And welcome, musical. Oh, and okay, so okay, thank you, Ditto. So he was asking Roman that question. First, I was confused there. I wasn't sure if he was asking Roman or me. Any more specials coming up? Winky face, girl, you know it. Okay, so I guess I'll be honest with you guys here for a sec because I honestly feel so bad about this that I might as well tell you guys now because it's regarding one of the specials. And Teddy knows about this, and so does Musical. So I was planning to make a Halloween special and upload it on Halloween of 2018, this past year that just came and went. And I was making it. I was having fun. However, I didn't realize that I had such little time that when the time came for me to actually finish the slideshow, I had Halloween had already gone by. It was going to be November soon, and I was like, there's no way I can get all this done and say like, "Oh, hey guys, it's a Halloween video, but I uploaded in the first week of November." Oh god. But yeah, I really feel sorry, guys, about that, guys. I really couldn't do much about that. I mean, in the end, I just had to. I just couldn't do anything about it. I didn't expect it to take so long to produce that special. So don't worry, guys. You'll be getting a Halloween special in the coming year of October 2019. Sorry, I know that's a long way from where we are now, but don't worry, I can assure you from what I've been showing sneak peeks to Musical and Teddy, they can vouch for me by saying it's pretty interesting. Okay, let's see. I made some. Oh yes, yes, yes. Teddy and Musical. That's why I. That's why I was like. That's why I cannot thank both of those guys enough. They helped me. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have been able to even fathom how I would be able to upload that special. Because like I basically made custom sprites for all the characters in the TPI thing, except for Weasel and Raichu. I didn't put them in because whatever. But everyone else I did put in the special, Gengar included, and they were all wearing costumes. So I had to make custom sprite costumes for every single character. That's why it took me so long. Oh God. And to answer your question, Ditto, it wasn't about Gengar. But I know it's hard to believe a ghost type Halloween. You'd think he would be the main character, but no, the story follows around Electivire and how he's having a Halloween party and stuff, but then weird stuff goes on at the party, like some creepy stuff. Oh, your Christmas special? I think. Oh yes, I do remember your Christmas special. You had all of us on there. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I thought that was so nice. Yes, musical. Yes. No one. Cass. Please tell us no one dies. I don't really know how to answer that question without giving too much away, but like, okay, okay. In all seriousness, no one dies, but I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything more than that. No one dies, but that's all I'm saying. All right, Cast One Lover, because I don't want to give too much away. Oh God. I really like that question, Cast One Lover. That's a good question right there. Yep, yep, yep. Teddy and Musical knows what's up. They know about it because I've been letting them in because they were so wonderful in helping me with the special. So I wanted to give them something in return. So I let them in a little bit in what the project was about. The inspiration for Pikachu and Meloetta's history and Pikachu's awkwardness around her. All right, so the inspiration for Pikachu and Meloetta. Okay, so why did I decide to incorporate Meloetta? out of the blue? And how does she just know Pikachu? Okay, so basically, I can't really say if I found inspiration, but I basically wanted Pikachu to have this important person in his life. And I think it came around the time, um, I think it came around the time during, do you guys remember season one when all the campers were handcuffed to one another? Do you guys remember that? But anyway, sorry, I was just laughing a little bit because I'm looking at musicals a question, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it soon, girl. Don't worry. I won't forget about you. But yeah. So basically, uh, I got inspired of like, okay, so Pikachu has a good singing voice, but he's embarrassed to sing because it's very high pitched for his to his liking. So he doesn't like that he has a high pitched voice when singing, and so people are wondering how do you get so good. How do you get it's like he's like how do you get so good, and so I was like okay, so someone must have taught Pikachu how to sing well, and so I was like okay, why not Meloetta, because she's her theme and design revolve around music. So basically Pikachu and Meloetta are childhood friends, and why Pikachu is so awkward is, well, like Greninja says, well, I mean, it's a crush. Of course, we all get scared. Yeah, Pikachu, even though he comes up as a little bit as tough as nails, a little bit rough around the edges with his angsty, pessimistic personality, he has a soft spot for Meloetta because he secretly has had a crush on her ever since they were children. So that's to answer Castform Lover's question. Now, musical, I didn't forget about you, girl. Are you still planning the aftermath special we talked about before? We'll discuss it later, girl. We'll discuss that. I know you want to do that so badly, but we're gonna discuss it, okay? Because I know you want to do that so badly. Told me, okay, so let's see. Oh, so Ditto says, oh yeah, you told me, Bouncy, that you wanted to do an aftermath, that you wanted to do an aftermath for you second season. Yes. So I'll probably post a video on about the aftermath and stuff, since I will have an aftermath, but that's probably going to come after the whole rescuing Buizel thing. So before I upload any more season, well, no, I shouldn't say that. So after uploading episode 7 of Total Pokemon Action, I instead of posting episode 8, I'm going to probably post the first episode of the aftermath to like give you guys a little bit of breathing room from everything that happens in that episode. It's basically a two-parter episode, with episode 7 and 8 being two different episodes, but it's still the same plot line. It's just like episode 7 ends on a cliffhanger, and then episode 8 is where they all rescue Buizel and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, yeah, most people do aftermaths for world tours and actions. Yeah, yeah. And considering this is total Pokemon action, I was like, oh, why not have an aftermath? Let's see. Oh yeah, so it's funny you mentioned that, Ditto, that sometimes aftermaths in their first season. So I was thinking about having an aftermath for season 1, and the host was going to be okay. So the host was actually a Mudkip, and his co-host was his little cousin, a female shiny Mudkip, and they were going to be the host and co-host. And then other Pokemon who weren't related to the cast or the total Pokemon cast were going to be part of the aftermath. But then I decided to not do that one. I decided to not do that because I was like, I'm just gonna wait till Total Pokemon Action, to be honest. As much as I want to do an aftermath for season 1, I was like, nah, I'm just not feeling it. Not for season 1. Maybe I'll do one for season 2. And I do have plans for a season 2 aftermath. So look out for that one. Let's see. Are Pikachu and Pachirisu really related, and why does he hate her so much? Okay, so funny that you asked that, Castform lover. So they okay, so the reason why I was like they're related, they're cousins, is because I remember there was this one Pokemon book, like a Pokemon handbook that had a description on Pachirisu. It was like Pachirisu, the electric squirrel cousin of Pikachu, the mouse Pokemon. And I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. They kind of are like cousins. And so that's what inspired me to make Pikachu and Pachirisu related as cousins, because they're essentially both electric rodents, and so that's why they are related. But I wouldn't say Pikachu hates her so much. It's just that Pikachu and Pachirisu are basically yin and yang. Pikachu is pessimism and angstiness, while Pachirisu is optimism and cheerfulness. So they're basically supposed to be like opposites attract. So it's not that Pikachu hates Pachirisu, it's just that he was just in a very bad mood. And so, like with most of your family members or relatives, like your siblings, cousins, and whatnot, you fight with them, you argue them. Like he still loves Pachirisu. He's not a big fan of how optimistic she is, because Pikachu is the opposite of optimistic. Exactly what Greninja said. It's a sibling. They'll always be annoying to you, or they're annoying to you. Ooh, Castborn Lumber brings up an interesting question. So, is Diancie the Buizel Napper, or should I say Swirlix's master? Ooh, okay. Okay, so not to say too much because I don't want to spoil it, but I guess it is pretty obvious. I People have pointed out to me that it was super obvious who the Pokemon was. I mean, I wasn't really trying to hide their identity, to be honest, because I was going to show them. I was going to show them in the season anyway. But to answer your question, yes, Diancie is the one who kidnapped Weasel at the end of episode 6. And there's a reason for it. She has a reason for kidnapping Weasel, and she has a reason well, for basically kidnapping Weasel. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say too much, but she has her reasons. All right, so let's see. Teddy was originally going to have an aftermath where all the hosts were just a bunch of bird Pokemon, and the host was a Pidgey. I would have loved to see that, Teddy. If you can do that in like a future season, please do, because I think that's super cool, honestly. All right, so Greninja, Bouncy, this might seem cliche as others did, but have you seen my TPI? And if you did, what is the character you like and the character you dislike from Zed's show? Um, I've seen your I haven't fully seen I haven't caught up with your TPI Greninja, but I've seen a little bit of it. It looks really interesting. I think I think you're doing a good job with it, because you've managed to make pretty interesting thumbnails. Because when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that thumbnail looks really good. It looks better than mine. And then I clicked on it, and I think that was like a while ago, but like you're doing a pretty good job, Greninja. I think if I'm trying to remember your characters, but like again, there's just so many that I can't, and I don't remember their personalities. It's hard for me to pick right now. Yeah, I know this is 2 hours long. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, we're probably going to go for probably I don't know. I originally said we were going to have this for at least like till 9, so I guess we'll go up till 9. I really didn't think we'd go up till 9 o'clock, guys, but man, let's keep on going. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Teddy uploaded. Oh, I can't wait to check that out. Leaf Beyond Lives. No, I don't. I've heard of Leaf Beyond Lives. Is TPR VM, but I never gotten the chance to get around it. Excuse me, who hates Empoleon? Just kidding, just kidding. Wait, is is Empoleon a bad character, Greninja, in your show? Ooh, okay, so interesting. Okay, so here we got a question from Musical. Okay, hey Bouncy, question. Knowing you watch my TPI, who did you originally think was gonna win? And if I hadn't made a season two, what would you have liked to see? What would you like to see have come back? Okay, who did I originally think was going to win? Okay, so um, if I remember correctly from our conversations, Musical, I think you told me who uh I think you said you told me who were the final two because I asked you. And then when you told me I was surprised, but I was originally going to think, well, obviously not Cyndaquil because obviously Cyndaquil is the main girl, but I was probably thinking, I don't know, for some reason Vulpix. I think I said to you before, probably not, correct me if I'm wrong, that Vulpix would have won because for some reason uh, Vulpix for me, I thought she might have. I don't know. I thought because she was so knowledgeable on TPIs, it's like she probably would have made it pretty far. Like all her TPI knowledge would have given her an advantage. And if you were going to make a season two, I would have liked to. I would have liked to. I would know. I would have loved to see how Cyndaquil reacts to Riolu. I would have wanted to. I would want to see how she treats him. Oh yeah, yeah. Yes. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, musical said that she told me the spy by accident. Yeah, she did that. But yeah, music. Yeah, you should make a follow up. Yeah, yes, girl. If you're not gonna continue your series, at least do like a follow up, like a time skip. Like I want to know where everyone is in a few years, and where. How does Cyndaquil feel about Riolu? Oh, okay, so that's why you hate Empoleon from his. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't care if Empoleon is my favorite Pokemon. If Empoleon is a B word, I don't want anything to do with it. Raichu and Ninetales. Girl, wait. Hold on. I don't think everyone was ready to hear that. Okay. So musical said, I mean, Raichu and Ninetales end up married. Okay. So let me just spill some tea right now, guys. So musical and I have been talking a lot in terms of our both of our shows, and there was one episode where Swirlix ended up on musical's TPS. Okay, and Weasel and Raichu interacted with Megalopony and Alolan Ninetales. So so basically, Musical and I decided it would be a good idea to hook up Chef Raichu from my show and Alolan Ninetales from her show. Crazy, right? Oh God, man! Now it's out in the open. Everyone knows about it. Have you seen Levi's TPA? He has a new cast every season. Who is your favorite character if you have seen it? I remember watching Levi's channel. I do remember that. I remember watching his Total Pokemon Island. I finished that. I got onto his world tour. Haven't finished that, but I did hear his TPA was really good. From what I've been told, that his TPA is really good. And so So I can't really tell you who my favorite character is from his TPA because I haven't caught up to his TPA. I'm still in his world tour season. Oh my. That's all right, musical. No worries. What do you think of Absol from Levi Show? Says cast form lover. Um I'm trying to remember Absol. I really do. I'm trying to remember what he was like. But again, I watched his world tour and finished his Total Pokemon Island series like a long time ago. I think it was 2017, maybe even a little bit before that. No, I think it was 2017. Yeah, but I, I don't know. I can't really say what I think of Absol because I'm trying to remember what he was like, but I don't remember. Oops, wait, hold on. I think my mic was out, guys. Oh, oops, sorry, guys. Oops, sorry. I'm a mess today. Sorry. As I was saying, yeah, so to answer your question, Cast Form Lover, I don't know if you heard, but uh, that well, that that Absol, that yeah, I don't really remember Absol that much, so I can't really say what I think about him. Yeah, Greninja, you should definitely check out um Levi. Yeah, I mean, no one's first season is ever great. I mean, come on, guys, look at my first season. Tell me there was like tell me like tell it to me straight. Tell me that there wasn't any problems that with my first season. Come on, like. But yeah, I do a Greninja. I do recommend watching Levi. He's pretty good from what I've heard. Oh, hello. Hi, Emerald Star Productions. Hello. Welcome. Hmm. How are you, Telly? It's been too long. What's your opinion on Valley Girls? Oh, so you mean like the Valley Girl archetype? Well, considering one of my characters is somewhat a Valley Girl, um, I don't know. I think if you just try to spice up the Valley Girls, just don't just make them just don't just make them your typical Valley Girls, in my opinion. Just give them some spice. And I feel like that's what I was able to do with Servine. I mean, she was a spoiled brat Valley girl in the beginning, but she sort of mellowed out and she's sort of starting to learn to be more humble and less of a brat. If you mean Servine, then I disagree. I don't know. I mean, honestly, what do you guys think about Servine from my show? I know some people had some pretty well, Servine isn't really a Valley girl. She was just a brat. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know I don't know. I think I was using the term Valley girl very loosely for Servine. Yeah, no, you don't like her musical? Yeah, not a lot of people Not a lot of people seem to like Servine. No one really liked her in the first season. I mean, I don't know. I feel like she's gotten better. Like she's not as much of a brat as she was. Yeah, I definitely agree, Telly. Like, you definitely agree with what you said there. There's more to Valley Girls than their initial personality. They can be a great character if they step out as more than their initial archetype given to them. And I think that's where Servine is probably headed right now. She's definitely not who she was in the first season. I can tell you that. Are you surprised Superbats has more subscribers than the rest of the TPIers? Um, I never really even knew how much subscribers Superbats has, but hooray for them. I'm glad they have a lot of subscribers. I'm really happy for them. Her ponytail and Persian love triangle was the best. Yeah, that love triangle was interesting to say the least. To say the least. Ponytail. Yeah, I definitely do agree. I think that's what I was trying to go for with Servine. I wanted to make her more than just a spoiled brat. I wanted to like make her have some sort of human aspect. Hey, Bouncy, I'm Pika Watt. Oh, I swear, musical. Ever since Halucha paired those two up, it's like I cannot. It's like it's trying to become its own meme. Oh God! If you guys don't know what musical's talking about, there's this one image that Hawaiian Halucha screenshotted and sent to me, and it was the first episode of TPA where Pikachu was basically daydreaming about Meloetta, and and he was leaning on Duat's shoulder, and it turned into some very questionable shippings. I'll just put it that way. Where is Hawaii? I don't know. I haven't spoken to him in quite a while, to be honest. And I don't, he hasn't posted in like more than a year. So I wonder if he's okay. You're right, Telly. Once the ships start, they never stop. They set sail. That's why they're called ships. Oh God. But yeah, I don't know. I personally don't mind Pikawa. I think it's a really funny take on shipping two characters who don't really have any common interest in one another. They're just friends. Ooh, ooh! I'm really excited to hear that, Teddy. I'm excited to see this update video. Oh, you talked to him? How is he, musical? Is he doing all right? I know typos. They're so annoying. Oh, you never got shipped, so you shipped Swaddle and Grovile. Oh, he's fine. Oh, that's good to hear. Okay, well, I haven't. Oh, he usually isn't on Discord anymore. Oh, really? Oh, I guess he's really busy then. Well, hopefully he. Well, I'm glad he's doing okay. I'm glad that he's fine. Oh, so I was on Discord, Tenny. Oh, well, that's good. Well, that's good to hear that he's all right. That's good. I haven't heard from him in a while, so I wasn't sure if like everything was all right. But knowing that he's all right, that's good. A majority of the 16 contestants on AXC are shipped with someone. Oh, I bet. You can't escape the ships. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so musical, were you the one who did the whole shipping video? Like you literally posted a video about all the ships on my show. There you go, girl. There you go. There you go, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah, musical. If you guys go onto Musical's channel and try to see if you can find her ship video, she literally made up random ships that I would never have guessed in a million years. We need a Pikawatt MV. That can be all you, girl. You and Halucha can collaborate on that. If you guys want to do a Pikawatt, by all means, do it and show it to me. I am probably going to have a laughing fit when I'm watching it. So you've seen it. Okay, so Teddy has seen it, but he remembers Gengar and Chatot. Okay, okay. Let's talk about that real quick. Musical, I don't know where you got that chip from, but it's just I can't I have no words. I have no words to express how I feel about this ship. It's just I can't even explain it without with a straight face. It's just so unlikely for that ship to happen that I'm just I just don't know what to say. Gang chat, gang chat, a chat for gangs. Just kidding. I misspelled. All right, so musical just sent me a link to the shipping video, and one of them was Butter Buzz. What else should we do? Well, I'm not sure. I mean, we still got about half an well, yeah, a little bit half an hour, guys, before the stream ends. Have you heard of us? Okay, so Cast from Lover says, have you heard of Michael for cannot read numbers? Michael 545. His show was pretty good and had one of the darkest plots I've ever seen. Not to mention his side series, Do Delusional Conflicts of Han Dynasty. Hi, Spinneret. Sorry, Cast1 Lover. Okay. Yes, I have heard of Michael 545, and I did remember seeing a little bit of his show, but I didn't get far enough to where he was showing like the dark parts of his plot. So yeah, I have heard of him, but I haven't finished his series. Spinneret, musical Spinneret. I know one that would never be possible for good. Electivire, but uh, we don't bring that up Teddy, for good reasons. It starts with an I and ends with a T. You guys can fill in the blanks. Oh God. Oh, so it got dark halfway throughout the season. Oh, the last 10 episodes, season one, were not that great. Oh, I see. Oh, hello there, Amy. Everyone, say hi to my best friend, Amy. This is my best friend that I've known since middle school. Oh, the dark plots came in way before the final 10. Oh, I see. Interesting. Is he the one who had someone die? Or am I thinking of someone else? I could have sworn someone told me Michael 545 was the first TPI maker to um, have someone die. Someone else? Okay, so with someone else. Okay. Okay, that was Wave. Okay, so they were the ones uh that got someone to die. Oh wait, was it Frags? Wait, who was it? I'm confused. And you fell asleep. You fell asleep, Amy. That's understandable. You deserve the naps, honey. Del Caddy. Wait. So who? Wait. So okay. So I need a breakdown, guys, because now I'm honestly confused. Who was the first TPI maker to kill off one of their characters? All right. Everyone just killed off everyone in their shows. Oh god. Yeah, musical. You also someone is deceased. Well, musical and Teddy know about this, but I'll just say that I also plan to have someone. Well, let's just say that they will go through something very, very bad. But yeah, since we're talking about killing off contestants, I'll just say that something happens to someone that's very, very bad. Yes, and musical was the one who helped like me plan that. Is it Swirlix? I won't say Greninja. You'll just have to wait when I upload that episode. You killed off a Muna who from one of the series trying to stop an old enemy who destroyed her family. Ooh, poor Muna or Muna. Actually, no, I think it's pronounced Muna. Yes, Teddy and Musical are aware of the person who has to go bye bye. But do not worry, don't worry. Everything will be explained when the episode comes. So just hold on to your tails until that day comes. Is my oh yes, it will be fun. Honestly, Musical. Which by the way, which by the way, oh um, it's gonna come up soon, guys. Like I mentioned in my most previous update video, episode 7, the slides are currently done for that. I just need to record them, find time to sit down and record the lines, edit the video, and then bam, presto, episode 7 of TPA is back after almost 2 years. TPA will be back. Greninja is asking, is the killed contestant going to be eliminated? Hmm. I can't say. I can't say without spoiling it. So sorry, Ninja. You'll just have to wait and see. Yes, it was a blast musical. And I thank you so much for helping me out with this whole thing. It was really fun to plan that out. It went dark pretty quickly, but it was a good thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, so you remember? Oh yeah, you remember Cast Form Love. I remember you posted a comment on it. Yes, the Christmas special. Yes. So yeah. So yeah, if any of you haven't checked out the Christmas special, you might want to, since the ending will probably make more sense for later episodes. Okay, so Ditto's saying, you know something that just occurred to me. What is it with TPI makers and making their current seasons that are 2 years old? Oh, hmm. You mean like 2 years apart or something like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Teddy and I have basically we it's our hiatus is have been well, pretty much. I don't really know. I don't even know how you call them. But yeah, I was off TPA for so long, and but then I went back to it, and honestly, I'm more than excited to be back up and running for it. Uh, Give me a sec, guys. Están allí. Ahí los dejé en la mesa. Deben de estar allí. Yo no los llevé a ningún lado. La mesa chiquita donde están las fotos, están allí. Yo no las puse en ningún lado. Ahí las dejé. I, I put them with the games, Papa. It's over there. Sorry about that, guys. My dad needed some batteries, so I had to tell him where the batteries were. Anyway, oh yeah, yeah. Would yours be 3 years musical? Hmm. Oh, oh. What was that accent just now? Oh, well, I guess I might as well tell you guys too. So this is a Q&A. Let me at least give you some more answers. Oh, yes. Teddy just answered it right there. So I'm half Mexican. So my ethnicity is Mexican uh, because both my parents were born and raised in Mexico, but I was born in the United States and I was raised in the United States. He's full Mexican. Yes, as my friend says, I am full Mexican. But yeah, I was raised by my parents who are both Mexican, but I was born in the United States. Half Haitian. That's pretty cool, Greninja. My friend Amy is half Filipino. Yes, we are from all nationalities. See, look at us. We are all Wait, what was I trying to say? My train of thought went somewhere else. Sorry. You did an Irish jig and sprained your ankle. Oh my. Yes, so many cultures. We are a rainbow of cultures in this chat right now. Ooh. All right, guys. So, do we got any last minute questions you guys want to share? Since the live stream looks to be, it's looking to be almost past, well, close to that time, guys. So, if you guys have any last minute questions you want to ask me, do so now. Thank you, Daisy. Daisy is Meloetta's best dog. How many slides does it normally take you to finish episodes? Okay. Okay, so to answer Teddy's question first, so currently, I think I have about like 100 and something for episode 7. Around that, I can't remember. Actually, you know what? Let me just pull it up. Or wait, actually, no, I can't pull it up because I don't have my USB thing with me right now. So, but yeah, it doesn't take me 400 slides. But I do use. I definitely go over like 100 or something. It's yeah, definitely like um I think it has to do with the episode. It depends on how many slides I need for the episode, but lately I've been finding myself using like over 100. So yeah, that would be my response to that. So at least over 100 slides. All right, so let's see. Okay, so Greninja is asking, do you have any pets, favorite video games? I used to have some pets. I used to have a little bunny a long time ago. It unfortunately passed away. And about a year or two ago, I had a kitty, not like a baby kitty, like as in a baby cat. I just call it kitty because I just love calling things by cute names. But I had a cat, but she unfortunately passed away too. And my favorite video games right now, it would have to be Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, a fighting game for the PS4. But I also like, obviously, Pokemon. Not a surprise there. And yeah, Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil because survival horror is one of my favorites genres of video games, as funny as that may seem. Okay, and so Ditto's question. Sorry, I was looking at one of my friend's messages, but Ditto's question is one more question from me, Bouncy. Do you watch shows like Survivor, Big Brother, and Amazing Race? I did watch a couple of Survivor because I did notice on a Wikipedia page that Total Drama was based off Survivor. So I'm like, let me check out Survivor just for a little bit. And so I watched a little bit of it and it was pretty good. I can kind of see why people would make an animated version of this because it's so good. I haven't seen Big Brother, but I have participated in and seen Big Brother um, servers on Discord. An Amazing Race, the only Amazing Race I've ever witnessed and experienced is the Total Drama one. And my friend Amy says he has a pet Amy too. Oh, Amy, please. Oh God. Oh, okay. So musicals question. How's college? Okay, so college slash university. It's my second year and it's going pretty well. I like all my classes. It's a lot of work because as an art student, even though you don't really do much papers, like I mean, depend if you take art history classes, you do a lot of typing or writing, as they say, and with papers. But even if you aren't and you're taking studio art classes like painting, ceramics, or sculpture, drawing, it's still a lot because usually the studio classes take up 3 hours. I'm not even kidding. Like I had a class today that was my visual storytelling class. It goes from 9:30 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. I'm not even joking. But yeah, in college, it's hard, but it's not as bad as people say it is. As long as you do the work, you're fine. And besides, usually in university or college, you're doing something that you love, so it doesn't really feel that bad. Okay, so Castform Lover's asking, is Azumarill your favorite Pokemon or is it just your mascot? All right, so I'll quickly answer this one since this was asked before, but yes, Azumarill is my favorite Pokemon because I want my first time seeing it was in the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime, and I loved it, even though Paul really sucks with using Azumarill. Just saying. I really like Azumarill a lot, but I also like other Pokemon such as Roserade, Empoleon, Lux. Basically, I have a little bit of a bias towards Generation 4 Pokemon. Don't at me. Yes, I am an artist, Greninja. Thank you. It's okay, Greninja. You'll find something that you're good at. Don't worry. It takes time. And that's good that you want to do in school. That's a good start right there. Once you start realizing what your passions are, then it'll come to you. Then you'll see you're good at something that you never thought you were good at before. Don't worry. It takes time. Not surprised Dialga's your favorite all-time favorite Pokemon, Ditto, because if I remember correctly, I asked you if Ditto was your favorite, but then you said and replied that Dialga was your favorite. And Teddy's yours is Garchomp. Pretty iconic Generation 4 Pokemon. Probably one of the most liked pseudo legendaries. Greninja likes Vespiquen and Cherim. Hmm. I liked Vespiquen's design, and I think Cherim's pretty cool. Bronzong, Rampardos, Garchomp, Pachirisu. Ooh. Okay, so Musical is asking, if you remember our talks, what idea of the amulet would you have used if not the current one? Hmm. Let me see. Well, for the amulets, I won't go too far as to what the amulet is, but so with the amulet musical, an idea I was thinking was that the person with the amulet, it's like, I guess they still age and stuff. It's just very slowly, and they can still, die. But that person with the amulet is just like they're just given a longer life expectancy, basically. It kind of reminds me of this one thing that I learned about Rebecca Sugar's characters from Steven Universe, Lars and Lion, that they're still going to die basically. It's just their life expectancy is a lot more higher than normal. So yeah, that's what I would say about the amulets. Yeah, I feel like Generation 4 had definitely a unique design. Like the designs for the Pokemon were interesting. Yeah. Yeah. No, you didn't tell me, Teddy, but I knew because like I said, I own Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, and I know who you were referencing when the moment I heard cha ha ha coming from you, I was like, Teddy is referencing that skunk tank from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I know I see Teddy has good tastes. Oh, pardon me if you hear any noises in the background. I'm trying to take off a wristwatch I'm currently wearing because I've been wearing this even for like literally a couple hours. It's a Pokemon wristwatch that my parents gifted me for my birthday. They also gifted me a cool Pikachu shirt as well as a Pokemon Sun and Moon mug. So you like Perugly because of the way it's portrayed on the show, Ditto? I can respect that definitely. I remember that one episode where Meowth fell in love with a Glameow, but then the Glameow evolved into Perugly. That was pretty funny. All right, guys, it's so like 7 minutes before the stream ends. Man, 3 hours go by so fast. Can you guys believe it? That we've been on here for 3 hours. Crazy, right? 7 minutes and oh, musical. Oh, your wits. They never cease to amaze me. You don't want to die? Oh. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. No one is going to be dying. At least not today, at least. Just kidding. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, considering I've been, talking back and forth and like answering questions for you guys. I want you guys to answer a few questions for me. So, what is it that you're looking um, forward to from the upcoming season two, the revival of season two? Season two comes back from the dead. So, what's the thing you're looking forward to the most when I return to TPA? Musical is looking forward to the unfortunate accident. Not surprised that Teddy is not looking forward to seeing Butterfree, but I can assure you with one thing. Butterfree Butterfree is not going to be who she says she is in the upcoming episodes. Trust me. Thank you, Ditto. I'm also happy to be coming back to TPI making. I honestly missed it so much. I forgot how much it meant to me. And now that I've actually found out an efficient way to set up my shows, I finally found a really efficient procedure. Oh, trust me, Teddy. I mean, she won't no longer be a B word. Well, I mean, she'll still have a few characteristics of her old self, but she won't be as irritating as she was previously. Yeah, and that was why I wanted to basically change Butterfree's character in the reboots and in season 2 because I really didn't appreciate the way I made her character. I wasn't looking for a spoiled brat, even though that's definitely what she came across as. I was looking for something else in Butterfree. Klefki and Klefki and Butterfree. I, Klefki and Butterfree, I don't know about that, Greninja. I think Butterfree would be done with Klefki's ish, with her BS, by like not even an hour. Yes, I agree with Teddy. Klefki and Butterfree would not get along with each other. Klefki would just constantly complain about how Butterfree's attitude is nasty, and Butterfree would like get irritated with Klefki complaining so much. Man, 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Two more glorious minutes with Bouncy. I'm just kidding. Uh, well, how about Empoleon? Lol. Oh, you mean Butterfree and Empoleon? Oh, you see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Butterfree is not evil, and that's what I felt like she came across as too antagonistic. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you guys for even if you guys could only stick around for a couple minutes, that's completely fine. I love you all guys all so much. Thank you for joining me. Oh, ditto. What is your favorite power? Girl, you know who my favorite power. You know what my favorite Power Ranger is. It's always gotta be the blue one. Duh. Thank you, musical. And as for Zoro and Butterfree, I feel like they would likely dislike each other, but then they would see they have slightly more in common. That's what I think. At this point, I can imagine Klefki, Butterfree, and Perugly and Empoleon in a boxing ring. You know what? I can see them too, but I feel like Butterfree would be the most aggressive out of all of them. Just saying. Out of everyone, Butterfree is definitely the most motivated because she likes to win. So she's going to put up a fight, let me tell you. Well, guys, as sad as I am to end this broadcast brought to you by Bouncy Azumaril himself, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this birthday celebration live stream. And I hope I was able to answer all the questions and give you all sufficient answers. So thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next upload. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful night.